Over the past 3.5 years, I have been coding this trading algorithm. Now, this is used mainly for cryptocurrency on a higher time frame, but can also be used on Forex and stocks. Any asset that is tradable on TradingView, this algorithm will work. In this video, though, I want to go over these accumulation signals here, specifically for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on a higher time frame. If you guys want to get access to these algorithms for yourself, be sure to click the first link in the description below. Let's jump right into it, right? So this is the newest update of EzAlgo V16. If we hop into the settings here and come down to buy and sell signals, we want to make sure the accumulation signals are turned on. That's what we're going to be going over in this video. Not only am I going to be showing you guys how these work, I'll also be going over and back testing these signals and showing you how we're getting an 85 to 90% win rate since Bitcoin's inception. All right, so like I said, these work best on a daily and above time frame. So if we go to the 1-day time frame here and we look left, you can see that every time Bitcoin has a local bottom, these signals will call it pretty much to a T. As precise as you can possibly get when you're referring to buy and sell signals. Most people think of buy-sell indicators as, a consistent buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. This is not like that, okay? We are not flashing these signals very frequently. That's why they're called accumulation signals. These signals are meant to catch the big moves in the market. So anytime there is a local bottom in, you will catch at least, a 15 to 20% move off of those signals, even in bearish market conditions. So if we look back all the way since Bitcoin's inception back in like 2017 or the first major bull run and go to the 2-day time frame, you can see that these signals historically have an accuracy of around 85 to 90%. Okay, this one is obviously a winning trade called a Bitcoin long all the way back here in September of 2020 before that massive run up, 500%. Okay, these signals as well called the local bottom, signal flashes up around 80% there. This is pretty much the only signal that didn't work out in our favor since Bitcoin's inception. And this was all the way back in May of 2022, but this still should have been a profitable entry. And I'll explain why this should have been a profitable entry using dollar cost averaging. So I'll get into that in 1 second. Again, calls a local bottom here in June of 2022, calls another local bottom here in November of 2022. And then of course, this bull run, it's flashed a few signals on the 2-day all the way here in August 2023, local bottom. Again, August 2024, local bottom. And then most recently in April, even if we go to the 1-day time frame, again, calling the same level, right? August 2023, same level, November 2022, same level, June 2022, right? Calling all these local bottoms, in real time. So how do you actually use these signals, right? So there's a few things that I would do, okay, if I were you. And this is what I have set up on my personal trading view. So the first thing I would do is come up to this little clock emoji here and set an alert, okay? You want to set an alert for Algo V16 and for those AI accumulation buy signals. So as soon as the signal will flash in real time, you will get alerted on your phone or on your computer, wherever you have your TradingView account set up. So then you can go to your chart, see if the confluences are there, or start to scale in cryptocurrency. So let me show you guys how I use these signals to profit and how I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars using these signals this bull run, okay? So when I am getting these accumulation buy signals, okay, the algo wasn't fully developed back here, but I think around here we were working on it. Once these signals start to flash here on the daily time frame, and I'm getting alerted that, okay, we're getting some accumulation buy signals, I'm doing a few things, okay? The first thing I'm doing is I'm buying Bitcoin. In fact, I had been buying Bitcoin at this level in real time publicly inside the Discord around $25,000. Another thing I'm doing is I'm getting allocated into altcoins because altcoins generally follow the lead of Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin goes up, that money trickles down into the other lower cap ecosystems inside of crypto. So when Bitcoin's doing well, usually ETH is doing well. Obviously not the case in this bull run, but usually, ETH, Solana, these other tier 1 altcoins do pretty well. And then those lower cap altcoins do good as well. So whenever you see an accumulation signal on Bitcoin in a bull run, think about getting allocated in some of these altcoins. And then the last thing I'm doing is trading on leverage, okay? I'll add some leverage longs here on Bitcoin, if it's following, my key level strategy, which in this case, would have been a really good entry, kind of like a double bottom here, or adding leverage on altcoins, okay? So this is what we did during this accumulation signal here in August. We had alerts set inside of the Pro Discord. Again, first link in the description below for these accumulation signals. So when these accumulation signals started to flash, right, in July and August, this is when we were adding back to our altcoin bags, right? Adding back some leverage positions, right? Looking for those 1-2 setups because we understand that on Bitcoin, we're getting accumulation signals flashing, meaning we are most likely to continue up in the near future, right, within the next 1 to 2 months. And then, same story here back in March, April, right? We're getting those accumulation signals. Even if we go to the 2-day time frame, right, literally at the bottom here, early April, getting that 2-day accumulation. That is where you should think about starting to add back to your altcoin positions. If you had taken profits, up here, like we had mentioned, this is where we're adding back into leverage, getting allocated into some more of those altcoins, and even leverage long in Bitcoin. In fact, we took a swing long on Bitcoin right as this signal confirmed, right around here. In real time inside the Pro Discord. I'll throw a screenshot up on the screen here. We entered a swing long on Bitcoin and also a swing long on Solana because we saw the same thing on Solana. Okay, so if you go to the 2-day time frame on Solana, again, you can see accumulation buy signal, on the 2-day. So when you use these signals as well, you want to go to pairs that have the most amount of price data. So go to like a Binance or a Coinbase. Go to the 1-day on Solana, okay, on Binance. Again, we're getting these accumulation buy signals. Every time we're getting these signals, it marks a local bottom or close to it. Okay, so back here, October 2022, Solana is $28. This is where you can start to add back spot Solana, meaning start getting allocated into this token. You don't have to go all in here, but think about starting to dollar cost average because we understand that on a high enough time frame, this is going to be a really good entry. If you had even bought spot Solana here at $15, like you would have been up like 10x, right? Just from this one signal. Again, another accumulation buy signal here on Solana. This was back in January of 2024. Again, before this next massive leg up in the bull run, Solana goes up 200%. We also have standard AI reversal buy and sell signals here, which I'll show you in just a second. So pull these up. Okay, so you can see here, we're getting some buy signals, right? Buy signal, buy signal, buy signal, sell signal at the top, right? Another buy signal at the bottom. Keep in mind, these signals are going to be more frequent. This was a signal that I called out inside of the inner circle, actually. And a large part of calling this spot signal here on the Robinhood stock was due to these AI accumulation signals, okay? Came down to our level, swept this low, and we're getting these AI accumulation signals. Price is up around 40% in around a month, right? A little over a month from these signals. Even if you look left, okay, all the way back in August of 2024, right? Accumulation signal, price goes up. What is that? Over 200. I didn't even realize it went this high. Jeez, almost 300%, okay, in less than a year on a stock. And like for stocks, that's like unheard of, right? Again, all I'm doing is setting alerts, okay, coming up here, setting alerts for whatever stock that I'm trading, okay? Let's say Robinhood in this case. Obviously I'm picking stocks that have good fundamentals that I believe in long term so I can get a good average entry. And then I'm setting the condition to the Algo V16 and I'm setting it to the accumulation buy signal, okay? That's literally it. Same thing here for NVIDIA. Again, accumulation buy signal on NVIDIA way back in April of 2024 before this massive 75% move up. Okay, if we look left all the way back here, right, all the way back in 2020, 2021, getting these accumulation buy signals, right, when NVIDIA was $5. So if you want to become more of a hands-off crypto or stock trader and investor, this algorithm is for you. This is what I would recommend you do. I would set alerts for these accumulation signals. Again, you're not going to get signals that frequently. That is the whole point. The whole point of these signals is to wait for a large enough retrace. And we have around 30 plus inputs in these signals, including momentum, including overbought, oversold, including technical analysis, including sentiment, that will actually allow these signals to flash in the first place. So as opposed to trying to do everything yourself, we have coded all of the confluences into this signal here for you. And again, if you were to go and back test these signals on pretty much any crypto or any stock, you will see around an 85 to 90% win rate on a daily and above time frame. That's how accurate these signals are. So again, if you guys want to get access to this algorithm for yourself, make sure to click the first link in the description below. Leave a like on this video if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.